Life story for you today. NBA star Caron Butler. He came from very modest beginnings. He sold drugs when he was 11, got arrested I think 15 times before he was 15. He's turned his life around, pulled himself up. He's not only a success on the court, he's an accomplished businessman. He's making money, he's keeping it. Caron Butler is here in New York. What a pleasure to have you with us, sir.
Thanks for having me.
All right, how'd you do it? Yeah, I mean,
just lay it all out.
Give me 10 seconds. Tell me how you did.
I think just, surrounding myself with the right people, making great decisions and, going for the for sure things. If it is a for sure thing, going for the singles and not going for the big home run hits all the time.
But you are unusual. I don't know about unusual or not, but look, a lot of people make a ton of money, and I'm presuming that you make a ton of money. You're a basketball star, you make a lot of money.
Been blessed.
But they don't keep it. They spend it on something or other. They fritter it away. But you got it. Don't you run 6 Burger King franchises or something? Is that what you do?
Yes.
Okay.
I learned the Burger King franchise thing by working there. I worked there 2 years. I worked in the drive-through on the boiler steamer, and I learned the ins and outs of the restaurant industry. And then from a basketball standpoint, coming from humble beginnings and going through a lot of adversity early, I learned to appreciate the value of the dollar and the work and the sweat behind it. So
what was the turning point?
I think just being incarcerated. Being incarcerated and seeing my grandmother and my mom and the people that supported me most, go through that with me. And when I got out, I wanted to, be a success story, make them proud, to face that reality and have them, go through that with me. It was just unfortunate.
Don't people come at you today? I mean, everybody knows you make a lot of money. You're a rich guy. You're
all the
a star.
time. You gotta learn to say
right
no.
At you.
You gotta learn to say no. When people ask you for certain things, and you gotta be a man and stand up for what you believe in, and say no. And it's about taking care of your children and your immediate family.
Do people come at you with business ideas? Hey, I got
everything. Just open a gas station. Everybody need gas. Anything. So it's just like, that's not going to work.
And you stick with the business, which is Burger King.
Yeah, I stick with that. I stick with, things that I believe in. Doing some real estate things back in Wisconsin, and just trying to stay with what I believe in and what works for me.
Do you spend up to your income? Or do you make sure that you save a chunk of your income?
I try to save a chunk of my income.
A big chunk?
As much as I possibly can.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't spend much? I mean, you got a lot of bling? You drive a Rolls Royce or a Bentley?
I have some nice vehicles, but it took time for me to get to that point. Over the years.
Look at Charles Payne. He's been saying this for years on this record. Go.
First of all, I'm very proud of you. There's a big debate in this country of whether or not fast food workers should get paid $15. I think the idea is you get a stepping stone, you go, you learn to work, you learn how to punch a clock, be responsible, then you make the move from there. The key, though, the peer pressure part, Aaron Hernandez, look what he's facing. I think he's one of these guys who succumbed to peer pressure. What would you tell kids? Because that seems to be the hard part. Nobody wants to let down their mother, their grandmother, but you go back outside around the block and the other guys just pull you down. Is there something you can say to them that might help?
I would have to say the thing that I learned personally is, being alone made me stronger, mentally and physically as a man. And, peer pressure is something that you can't avoid. It's something that you go through on a day-to-day basis, but you have to be able to stand up for what you believe in. And what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. If you do wrong, there's consequences. And like Hernandez, he's facing some serious consequences.
He sure is.
And, if you want to put yourself in that situation, those things happen.
Buy low, sell high, always save a big chunk of your money. That's the lesson of successful business people like you. Caron Butler, thanks very much indeed. Great pleasure. You going to come and see us again?
Anytime.
When you got 12 Burger King. That's great.
Will do.
Thanks, Caron. Appreciate it. President Obama.